welcome back to Clair Lune from scratch. Okay, I think in this lesson the left hand deserves all the attention. So let's see if we can just focus on the left hand, and then we'll add the right hand elements to that in our next lesson. Okay, so let's go over here. We're in measure 29. Let's snip this out, and what I'm going to do is let's just snip out the left hand. Okay, and for right now, let's isolate it away from the right hand so we're not distracted. Okay, and let's go ahead. I already set up a blank page for this. Okay, let's start with this, and let me just kind of give you the strategy I'm going to work out. I'm going to take these 3 notes, all right, and then I'm going to take these next 3 notes, okay, and then I'm going to go back and play these 3 notes as a shape, and then go back and use these 3 notes. Okay, and then this is going to be unusual. Then we're going to use 4 notes over here. Okay, and then I'm going to use a kind of a transitional fingering over here to lead us into the next portion. Okay, so that's basically the you might go color crazy. That's the color strategy. So that's how my fingering is going to work in terms of assembling the notes in the left hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take this apart. I'm going to just go ahead and I may take away this pink. It's a little distracting for you. But right now, let's go ahead and look at this one at a time. So the first 3 notes, you should recognize that we've done this several times. D flat, octave with the A flat in the middle, right? So we're going to use a 5, 2, and a 1. Okay, so 5, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to have to leap up. Okay, because we've run out of fingers. We're going to leap up to a whole new fingering set over here. Okay, and this is we're going to use a 4, 2, 1 for these 3, okay? So here, that's a natural. Just remind us that we got rid of the F flat from the previous measure. That's an F natural, okay? A flat. If you follow that up, it's another D flat, okay? So F, that's how that works, okay? You want to practice quickly finding your, so these 3 shapes and then these 3 shapes, practice going back and forth. Okay? So once you're comfortable between those 2, now let's take a look at these 3 over here. Okay, these 2 groupings I'm saying. So after the D flat, E, F. Okay, we're going to jump to these 3 notes, and it sounds a little bit weird, but bear with me. Okay, F over here. Okay, and we're going to use a second finger. F, A flat over here, and then back to F again. See how that works? Okay. All right. What I want you to do now is practice from here to here. Okay, so start from the F over here. Watch. And practice going back and forth as comfortably as you can. Okay? Now once you've done that, let's go on to the next set. Okay? After this F, A flat, F, we're back down to this. I don't know if you can recognize it, but take a look. If you can parallel, you can see this is going down the same way you came up. Okay, so this is a D flat, C, B, A flat over here, second finger. Okay. Now I want you to practice from here, the F, and then go to here. So go from here. Okay, so practice that a couple times. All right. Okay, good. Now, we're going to go on to this weird, I know I did this in hot pink over here, but let's now go into this segment over here. Now, we're going to have to set our hand position. It's going to be a much wider hand position. We've been using 3 note groupings up until this point. Now we're going to have to use 4 different fingers, okay? So now we're going to go back after this F, back to A flat over here. We're going to use a thumb, okay? That's an F over here. We're going to use a 3rd finger for this D flat. See how I'm counting it down? Looking at the line spaces. All right, so you should be able to eyeball this with me as I find this. Okay? Now I would like you to practice from here to here. So remember, this is a D flat. And then new position. Okay? Do all 7 of those. That's 3 here. And then 4 here, okay? Now the last step, even though these 2 notes over here, the D flat and the A flat, are the same as these 2, I don't want you to use the same finger. I actually want you to move to a new hand position. So even though you have a D flat, A flat, and then the same notes again, I want you to actually transition to a 1 and a 3. Okay? Reason being is that the music is going to flow through the next measure and actually go back up the other direction, and we need our fifth finger to kind of springboard back up. So I want to position our hands to be ready for the jump back. Okay? So once again, now as you can see, I love to work in a way where we are bridging old material with new. So now start from here, practice to the end. From 3, 5, replace the 3 and 5 with the 1 and 3. Okay, let's review the whole thing. After you've practiced those groupings like that, now start practicing in larger groups if you can. Okay, and in fact, let's go ahead and just do the whole thing. That slowly without the pedal, so you can see my hand jumping without the beautiful sound being distracting. So here we go, no pedal. Jump, 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 jump. Okay? So I guess if there's something that you want to perhaps focus on to make it easier, there are going to be these target notes, this D flat, F, D flat, this F over here, excuse me, and then this D flat, and this A flat, and this D flat. So you might even want to practice just finding those notes. So when you do the jumps, 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 you'll be able to, again, if you give yourself multiple patterns to practice, you're going to learn this and have it more secured in your fingers when it comes time to put together with the right hand. Very good. Now, in the next lesson, we're going to combine everything. Left hand, we're going to learn the right hand. Hopefully, we'll have time to combine everything together. Okay, I'll see you at the next lesson.